Okay, traders, good evening. It's the daily wrap-up. Today's Tuesday, October 25th, and today we're going to review our closed-out trades once again. We have a new entry, took some more profits, rung the register again early this morning in the crude trade. We'll give you the status of our open positions, put on a new trade in the crude market, then we'll take a look at our new stuff again. Alright, let's get right to it, and the first thing we want to do is our combined weekly stats. Alright, here they are. So here's the new entry. Let me highlight that line for you so you can pick it out. So trade number 9 since September 26th, that week goes September 26th to 30th. Alright, so what we did is we closed out that crude iron condor today in the paper money account. We started with well, we'll get to that in just a second here, but anyway, this is just the net profit after commissions, $1,170. We were only in that trade 8 days, guys. Just another one. Look, the one before it, $1,134, and we were only in it 9 days. So yeah, the crude trades are just continuing to work. We're going to keep popping those things off about every week if we can. We can get that theta decay. Okay, so really good trades taking place there. Let's see what else we have here. Alright, let's take a quick look at the, let me make it just a little bit bigger. There we go. Okay, this is the double it up portfolio in the for the crude market, where we're just trading crude and iron condors. So let me highlight the line today for you. Alright, this is trade number 5 in a row for the for this strategy since August 15th. That's when we started trading it. Alright, we were in this trade for 8 days. You know, I don't really spend a whole lot of time on this right here, guys, but this is you can see I'm using roughly 67%, 67% of the portfolio to place these trades in order to try to get to 100% a year. So yeah, it's probably a little aggressive, but we're taking these trades off, you know, very quickly. So so you can do that when you're hitting those profit targets. All right, today gross profit was $1,350 minus commissions, left us with $1,170. All right, we started with 25,000. As of today, we've got 33,861. We're up 35%. Since September, I'm sorry, since August 15th. Yeah, I'll get it right in just a second. All right, let's take a look at some of our trades. Not going to spend much time here today, guys, on this one. This is my S&P trade that I've been carrying over since October 12th. So I'm just trying to be very patient. I'm trying to sell a lot of theta against my core position, which is I'm left with short S&P 500 futures at the 2110 level. So that's what I'm trading against. So here's all the theta I've collected against that. If we get back down to 2110, it's going to be a home run. We get down below that, it's going to be a grand slam. Alright, this is the crude strangle in my personal account. Put it on October 21st in crude market. It's a strangle with 55 days to go. That's when we put the trade on. We currently have 51 days to go. We're up 450. Our linear P&L graph says that we're okay to take it off if we're above 389. We're not above it by a wide margin, but we are outpacing it, which means this trade's going just fine. So nothing to do here. We just sit back and let it do its thing. Alright, we'll switch right over to the retirement account. So this is the first broken wing butterfly that I put on in my account, September 26th, with 58 days to go. We were using the SPX, of course, broken wing butterfly. We currently have 31 days to go, so we've been in this trade for 27 days, just letting it do its thing, not worrying about it, no muss, no fuss. We're up $1,000, and I still want to point out it only took $3,340 to put this trade on, and we're already up $1,000 on it. So we're doing really good. I'm really close to taking this thing off. So we'll reassess this thing day by day. I'll start looking at it really close now. Alright, this is the second broken wing butterfly. I put it on October 12th in the SPX with 58 days to go. We're currently at 45. And yeah, so we've been in this trade for 14 days. We're up $504. Again, this one's performing fine. Nothing to do here. This is the newest broken wing butterfly. I put it on. Placed the trade October 24th. Again, guys, there's no reason for me to trade anything else other than the SPX for the rest of my life in this retirement account. Alright, we put it on with 60 days to go. We put it on yesterday, guys, so we've been in it for 1 day. We're up $5. Nothing to do here. Just sit back and watch this baby. Alright, so here's the closeout thing. I won't spend any time here, but yeah, $1,350 minus commissions. We know that was around $1,170, but I just wanted to show you the final closeout graph on this thing. Alright, so here's the new trade info. This may be the first time we've gone over my theta formula worksheet in since we've been doing the videos here. So let's see. Okay, yeah, I was trying to move this thing over to center it in the screen a little bit more for you. I'll do that. I've got this sheet protected so it won't move for me right now. Alright, I'm going to walk you through the process here just to show you. This is the algorithm worksheet that I use to help keep me on track when I'm trying to trade and achieve a target greater than 50% a year. So all I did was every time I recocked a trade, I enter the size of the portfolio. So currently the account value for this double it up portfolio is valued at $33,800. I use this as a worksheet prior to putting the new trade on in the crude market. Alright, I put in the figure that I want to try to achieve over the next 12 months, 100%. This worksheet has no idea that I've placed 5 profitable trades so far. It only takes the figure I put in here, takes the percentage that I'm trying to achieve for a year, and it just looks forward for 12 months. That's all this thing is doing. Don't worry too much about that. I'll get into this in a class. I think I can capture 60% of the theta in this trade. That's a little bit more than the 50% we normally target. But in order for me to meet my objective of doubling this value right here over the next 12 months, I need to collect at least $2,800. That's what I need to collect. So in order for me to do that, I want to collect at least twice as much theta to give me a shot at collecting my goal. So I intentionally collect more in order to try to make it easier to hit this target. So all I do is when I come down here, I punch in how much credit I receive on the call side, how much I receive on the put side, and it tells me trade around 13 contracts. Alright, this right here, I just punch in what my max loss or my buying power reduction is, and this just does a calculation from how much buying power I'm using relative to my account size. So you can see here it's almost 68% of the count that I'm using to trade this portfolio. You guys know that's on the high end, but you also know you cannot achieve 100% returns a year only using 20% of your account value. So that falls in the highly impossible realm. Right here we stand a very good chance of doing that. Alright, so that's how we do our worksheet. So now let's take a look at the actual trade. Here's the trade. We just placed it today, guys, October 25th. It's trade number 5 in the double your portfolio strategy. We put it on in the crude market. Iron Condor, we have 51 days to go. Here's my trade data. The short puts and the short calls deltas are right there. All I'm doing is going $2 outside of those to create my wings. Probability of success, I did not change this, but based on my calls, it's my deltas, it's 75. Alright, so we've got a 36% IV. I collected $5,040. You know, on the theta worksheet it said I needed to collect $4,900. Go back and review that if you need to see where I got this figure from or how I got this figure. So 5,040 buying power. So this is a ratio between my max profit and max loss that I'm using. So it's always really high in the crude market cause the IV is high. I got a total of 52 contracts on. Oh, you know what? I've got more than that. I got 56. I'm sorry. Yeah, I just happened to think. Okay, there we go. That's more like it. Alright, here's the action points. If we get to either of these numbers, if price gets to those, touches them, I will take action. Here are my courses of action. I'm not going to go over them right now, but if we get close to them, I'll explain exactly what I'm doing. Nothing to do over here because we just put the trade on maybe an hour ago. Alright, here are my profit targets. And return on account. You know what? I don't think I updated that. Give me just a second here. See if I can do this quickly. Yeah, there we go. Okay, it's more like it. So if we pull out 25% of this thing like we've been doing in 7 days, guys, that's 3%, almost 4% on the account every 7 days is what we've been clipping on this thing. So, you know, when you're doing that, when you're minting money like this, hey, you can get to that 100% a year without any trouble. You guys have seen me do this a couple of times in several different accounts. You know, double these things up fairly quickly. It's not me, it's the algorithm and the strategy. I want to make sure you understand that. It's all strategy and money management algorithm. That's all it is. Alright, so let's see. Let's get this off. Okay, guys, we've covered our trade results, our open positions, our new trades. Now let's take a quick look at the new stuff. You know what, I show you this every day, just the new little thing I'm working on. So let's take a look at what do we have here. Let's take a look at the gold market. Yeah, we haven't looked at gold in a while. See how it's done. Alright, so we were in a downtrend right through here in the filter chart. This is the trigger chart. My filter chart's over here. Filter chart was in a downtrend. So it said take the sell signals. 1, 2, 3. Nice little move down in gold right there. You should have been able to take out 50 cents to $1 without any issue right there in the course of 30 minutes or so. So really nice trade. You only need one of those a day. That's really all you need, guys, to mint a lot of money. A little measly 50-cent trade every day in gold, in crude, in the Russell, and you would be surprised just by using a money management algorithm there to ramp up your contracts how quickly you can compound money. So anyway, that's what we hope to get to down the road, turn this into a high probability directional system, the only high probability directional system out there. That's what my goal is. So we'll see. Many have tried, all have failed. We'll see if I can change that. Guys, that is all I have today. We should be back on track next week at the library. I will keep you posted. Regardless, we will find somewhere to meet next week. So just stay flexible. I want to keep the group together, keep us meeting. When a few of us went up to Raleigh and listened to the hedge fund manager, one of the things he commented on was how nice it is for a group of like-minded traders to continue meeting, on a regular basis. and I know I've certainly benefited from it, from us getting together over the last 3 or so years. So anyway, guys, we're going to meet regardless next week. I'll find us a spot if the library's not open. But other than that, have a nice day. Give you an update tomorrow or the next day, and have a good trading day tomorrow. This is BA out.